The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Welcome back to Revolution Ice Center in Pittston, Pennsylvania, home of the 2025 Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League postseason tournament. A curtain call for the ESCHL. The Delaware Blue Hens, by virtue of finishing as the top seed in the 6-team conference, earned a bye to today's semifinal matchup against the Rhode Island Rams, who upset Pitt 6-3 yesterday. A quick turnaround for the Rams, not 19 hours after they upset the Panthers. Are they back on the Revolution Ice Center Rink 2 sheet? And looking back at yesterday's 6-3 win for the Rams, solid offensive effort from Shane Mulhern, leading this team with a hat trick. On the other end of the ice, Callum Burgess with 25 saves on 28 total shots. They're the first of Mulhern's goals, that putting the Rams up 2-0, just 5:48 into the first period. After that, it was back and forth for the bulk of the game before the Rams pulled away with a 3-goal third period, capped by this empty netter with 11 seconds to go. Again, off the stick of Mulhern to seal a 6-3 win for the Rams over the University of Pittsburgh Panthers. Looking at the Rams line chart for today. Again, as mentioned, Mulhern with a hat trick yesterday versus Pitt. He will start up front along with Jake McKinnon and Matt Tetreault. Jonathan Shaw and Jack Drowan will handle starting defensive duties. And Callum Burgess coming into today 13-7-3. Gets the start between the pipes. 35th year head coach, the venerable Joe Augustine. On the Delaware side of the lineup, Coach Todd Mittelmeyer going with his power trio of Justin Guelph, Ryan Rodriguez, and Tanner Mahoney. Up front on the first shift, they've combined for 67 goals and 95 assists in regular season play. Riley Donor and Brady Burke will handle starting defensive duties. Donor's 18 assists, best among all defensemen on this team. And Jacob Snellenberg, the old standby between the pipes for Delaware, The senior from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania, with a 16-5-1 record this year, a goals against average of .285, and a save percentage of .905. We're going to take a quick timeout here on the 412. When we come back, Rams and Blue Hens in an ESCHL semifinal matchup, first of two on the docket today. This is the ESCHL postseason tournament on the 412, and it's all brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside the Revolution Ice Center in Pittston, Pennsylvania, halfway between Wilkes-Barre and Scranton. A live look inside from videographer Trey Wright as the Rhode Island Rams and the Delaware Blue Hens get set to square off in this ESCHL postseason tournament semifinal matchup. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box at the top of the stands here at Revolution. And as the teams take to the ice, we're going to take you inside the glass for today's opening introductions, brought to you by Limestone Pension Associates. Hockey fans, good afternoon, and welcome to Revolution Ice Center in Pittston, Pennsylvania, home of the 2025 Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League postseason tournament. This semifinal matchup pits the number 6 seeded Rhode Island Rams, the designated visiting team for today's game, against the number 1 seed and designated home team, the University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet today's starting lineups. For the visiting Rhode Island Rams, coached by Joe Augustine. Starting in goal, from San Diego, California, number 31, Callum Burgess. On defense, from Kennesaw, Georgia, number 17, Jonathan Shaw. And from Cranston, Rhode Island, number 22, Jack Drowan. Starting at left wing, from Middletown, Rhode Island, number 11, Shane Mulhern. At right wing, from Fall River, Massachusetts, number 15, Matt Tetreault. And starting at center, from Blackstone, Massachusetts, number 9, Jake McKinnon. And now the starting lineup for the University of Delaware Blue Hens, coached by Todd Mittelmeyer. Starting in goal, from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania, number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. On defense, from Hershey, Pennsylvania, number 18, Riley Donor. And from Denver, Pennsylvania, number 24, Brady Burke. At left wing, from Kenilworth, New Jersey, number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. At right wing, from Kendall Park, New Jersey, number 21, Justin Guelph. And starting at center, from Venetia, Pennsylvania, number 36, Tanner Mahoney. The on-ice officials for today's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees John Sandos and Carmine Vetrano, and linespeople Patrick Schubert and Sam Chauvin. Today's off-ice officials are replay official Dave Aiello and official scorer Abby Lazecki. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located behind the Rhode Island goal as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And with pregame introductions in our rearview mirror, it is go time for semifinal Saturday from the Revolution Ice Center. The Delaware Blue Hens, the home team, traveling right to left from our vantage point, not what we're used to on the Delaware Hockey Network. Hens moving right to left in their home whites. The Rhode Island Rams traveling from left to right in their away blue kits. Backstopped by Callum Burgess, who had 25 saves in yesterday's 6-3 win for the Rams over the University of Pittsburgh Panthers. Ready for the start, and they're off. Rodriguez at the center of a puck battle right in front of us. Mahoney there as well, but this is driven up the right wing boards by Tetreault deep into Delaware territory. Donor could not work this clear. This was thrown in by Drowan from the right point, but that first shot was wide. Brady Burke steadies. He plays the carom shot around to the near corner, and Rodriguez leaves this ahead for Tanner Mahoney, but he's slowed up by the back-checking Jake McKinnon just shy of center. Burke flips this across to the near side, where Justin Guelph had plenty of time and space to work into the Rhode Island zone. Long shot off the drop pass up into the netting over the far corner boards, and we've got a pause in play, 40 seconds in. As the Delaware Blue Hens work their second line in. Same can be said for Rhode Island as the Cordero, Canizet, and Lockwood combination come on for this defensive zone faceoff from the perspective of the Rams. We're going to try again off the false start. The second put back on the scoreboard by official scorer Abby Lazecki. Andrew Lowe could not hold the zone. Gold works this ahead to Canizet, and in come the Rams back on the offensive. Lockwood tied up by Straubinger in the near corner. He gets the puck in behind the Delaware goal. And this is work clear by Jack Keller. Up the right wing board, Zach Gold swats it back toward the center line. Sammy Chauvin went down, lost his bucket right at the blue line in front of the Delaware bench. As a matter of official safety here. Play whistle to a halt. Sammy looks none the worse for wear. And we're going to restart at center ice with 64 seconds behind us in opening period play. Cordero in for the draw. Across from the Wisconsinite Cody Diaz as we see the first of the third Delaware line this afternoon. Cordero picks up a loose puck. He tried to work it to Lockwood across ice. That pass broken up right at the Delaware blue line. Thrown across by Diaz from in front of the scorer's table near side to the true freshman Luke Panapresso. Freshman defender from Warminster, Pennsylvania, accounting for 1 goal and 11 assists on the season for the Blue Hens. They work back on the offensive, but Lockwood gained a loose puck, and he pushes this back deep into Delaware territory where Diaz had to retreat to recover. Diaz throws this up the left wing boards. Chipped off the glass by Tracy in over the Delaware line. Recovered by Michael Lacazzi for the Rams. Lacazzi clears. Sear gave it away across neutral territory. Burke throws it ahead to Early. He races down the puck, but Ronan Judge had the angle and a good two-stride advantage to get to that puck. And the Rams work back on the offensive before Burke was able to steady. Donor back to Burke. Time and space. He flips this from blue line to blue line, but beyond the reach of Alex Infanger. Louis Ruel, the Quebecois, dodges a check from Lacazzi, but ultimately loses the puck from below the goal. Ruel recovers. He's got it trapped at the far kick plate. It's pushed free by Darlington. Burke trying to hold the zone. Hall taking a body, and this is pushed out by Darlington as far as the Delaware blue line. The Rams will change 2 minutes and 40 seconds into a scoreless and shotless first period. Rodriguez tried to set up Guelph with a cross-slot feed, but he was double-teamed by the pair of Szabo and Judge and couldn't get a shot away from in close. Rodriguez regained the zone. It comes back to Straubinger at center. This entry is good. Straubinger to Mahoney. Trailing down to the near corner. Wraparound try. Saved by Burgess. Puck is loose in front. And this is worked clear by Corey Szabo. Pushed nearly over the line by Crane, but barely held in by the Delaware offensive core. 3 minutes and 20 seconds have elapsed at opening period play. Puck flipped in from center, recovered by Drowan, right behind the cage. Guelph takes it away. This left high to Cam Gibbons, former Rhode Island Ram, taking aim from distance. Puck was loose in front. The Guelph shot from the bottom of the near circle was tipped off its line. And the Rhode Island Rams taking some heat out of the hot kitchen. Drive play back to center as Mulhern gets slowed up at the Delaware line. Rodriguez tried to reel in a cross-ice feed from Panapresso. He bobbled the puck, and Lukey Panapresso back inside the Delaware stripe. Gives way. McKinnon tried to jam the puck in from close, but the Delaware back check caught up to him. At least a pair of back checkers anyway, to take away that shot opportunity, and this will be an icing against the Delaware Blue Hens. 5 minutes and 7 seconds into opening period action from Revolution. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule your free consultation, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664, that's Long, or visit injuryde.com. Guido leads a 2-on-2 through neutral ice. He chips the puck off the far boards, try to play it to himself, but he's bodied down by Drowan behind the net. Puck lay loose. It's recovered by the Georgian, Jonathan Shaw. And the captain for the Rams backhands this up the right wing boards. Lockwood to Cordero, 2-on-2. Cordero steered by Donor to the near corner. Lost his shot lane. He tries to play it behind the cage to Canizet. Worked in deep again to Cordero, who trailed him behind the cage. Canizet bothered, angled to the near corner by Doshin. Taken away from the puck. Lockwood tried to feed one into the flat, but it was broken up on its way in by Dominic Guido. He ricochets this puck off the far boards. Doshin cannot win the race back. Zach Bell hustling his way to the Rhode Island goal line, and this is going to come back and icing again. 5 minutes and 2 seconds into the first period. Delaware with a pair of shots to this point on Callum Burgess, but nothing to show for either of them. Face-off comes to the right of Jacob Snellenberg. The Floridian chance to bolt. Across from Aiden Darlington. Looks like there was an issue with players changing on the icing in the NCAA rulebook, which ACHA competition adheres to. A team guilty of an icing cannot change players. So the Hens try to work out of their own zone the old-fashioned way. Owen Hall could not regain the zone for the Rams. Doing so, though, was Sear, centering pass to Darlington. And the shot is popped high over the crossbar after Snellenberg made the initial save. 5.5 minutes elapsed at opening period action. No score from Revolution in this 6-1 semifinal matchup. The 6 being Rhode Island, the 1 being Delaware, who clinched the conference championship with a win over Drexel in their home regular season finale all but 13 days ago. Diaz took aim, but the shot's going to be ruled null and void as play was whistled offside by linesperson Patrick Schubert. 14-12 to go in the first period. No score as yet. Rhode Island getting some fresh legs on. Here's Szabo. Across from Diaz. And the puck rolls all the way back to the Delaware blue line, where Keller gives way. It's walked back in by Gaudioso. Gaudioso steered to the far corner and bodied into the Dashers by Keller. Crane trying to extract the puck for the Rams, and he does. Tim Crane plays this up the far wall to Corey Szabo. Szabo kept wide. Keller doing a good job of keeping Rhode Island pinned to the perimeter. 6:15 gone in the first period. Surveying his options from behind the net is Corey Szabo. This worked up to Judge. Around the horn, this goes the Lacazzi shot from the left point was blocked. And the Hens barely clear the zone. Enough time for the Rams to get some fresh legs on at the 6.5 minute mark of the first. Keller stretch pass, kicked by Tracy. We've got a whistle from Carmine Vetrano with 13:24 to go in opening period play. Puck was kicked on the good side of red by Tracy. And after the stoppage, looks like a last play faceoff was the consensus, so we start up in Delaware's attacking zone. Panapresso, long shot, stick checked up into the rafters and out of play with 13:12 to go in opening period action. Faceoff comes to the right. Callum Burgess, who has saved both Delaware's shots that he's faced. Fourth line trying to make something happen here on this draw. Fanger wins the faceoff. He leaves it back to Panapresso. Panapresso body down by Tetreault. Race on for the puck. Snellenberg swats it out of harm's way. Carom shot played by Noah Goose. From behind his own net, all the way to within 10 feet of the Rhode Island blue line, turned the other direction by Zach Bell. This chased down by the 27s, Ethan Cordero. Trailed in by Tetreault. He's tied up by Ruel and Goose. Louis Ruel worked the puck ahead to Guelph, but Tetreault met him at the far half boards. Holding the point is Gold. This played across to Bell. The Zacks patrolling the line. Noah Goose clears off the far dashers again. Gold gives way to Infanger, who could not clear. At least from our vantage point, could not clear. The re-entry for Rhode Island called back offside with 12:23 remaining in opening period action. Very few offensive chances to this point. The Rams and the Blue Hens limited to 2 shots on goal apiece through the first almost 8 minutes of the game. Lockwood checked off the puck. Donor cleared. It's volleyed right back in by Zach Gold, who heads off for a change. Judge in to take his place. Meanwhile, Brady Burke saucers this up ice. He couldn't connect with Ryan Rodriguez. Justin Guelph picks up a loose puck. Centering pass. Bobbled by Rodriguez. Trailed in the slot by Bell. Guelph could not cycle to Mahoney. Mahoney regathers under pressure from Judge. He tried to wrap one in from behind the cage, but he didn't have the angle on the shot attempt. It sailed through the crease off the corner boards, and back come the Rams into the Delaware end, and we've got our first penalty of the game. Mahoney's going to go for roughing. Clearly he doesn't agree. And the Blue Hens head to their first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the afternoon. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 36, Tanner Mahoney. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 20 seconds of the first period. Mahoney, 2 for roughing at 8:20. Snellenberg with the save. And the faceoff is going to come to his left. Again, this penalty kill brought to you by Delaware Trash Can Cleaning. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. So just 8 seconds into Rhode Island's first man advantage of the game. They fire a shot on Snellenberg. And they work the umbrella here. Shaw across to Bell. Mulhern working the far half boards. Back this comes to the Georgian Jonathan Shaw. To a side battle in the near corner. Working behind the net is McKinnon. And this is cleared as far as the Rhode Island blue line. plus about 15 feet before Bell of his own volition pulled back behind his own goal. DeBolt, Straubinger, Panapresso, and Diaz. This next quartet of Delaware penalty killers as Shane Mulhern walks in up the middle. Drop pass to Shaw, looking shot. That rang off the post. Race for the rebound to the far corner. Cordero gives this away. Launching the puck off the far boards and out is Luke Panapresso. And Burgess steadies behind his own goal with 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the opening period. 50 seconds left on the Mahoney roughing minor. And here comes the third wave of this Rhode Island power play. Cordero steers the puck behind the net. It's tied up in the near corner. Trying to hold the right point, but failing to do so was Zach Bell. He trails back to his own line. Shaw gives way to a DeBolt poke check. Here he comes. Chance DeBolt. Shot was wide. Trade aid chance for the Blue Hens. Burgess played his angle and forced that shot wide. DeBolt had time and space galore as he made his way to the middle of the slot, but he didn't have the angle on the shot attempt. This just held in by Ethan Cordero, taken off his feet. Loose puck corralled and cleared once again. Solid kill for the Blue Hens. After that initial wave of action, they are back to full strength just beyond halfway in the first period of a scoreless semifinal hockey game. Here's Guelph off the cross-ice feed from Rodriguez. Mahoney cutting to the net. But the headman pass was intercepted by Cam Sear. Hall bodied down just above the blue line. Got the puck back into the Delaware end. But only momentarily before this is launched clear. And we have an icing with 9:14 to go in opening period action. Friends, planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Another icing against the Hens. A few seconds tick off the clock. And back we come into the Hen zone with Rhode Island's fourth line center Corey Szabo opting for a far circle face-off. Top centerman Justin Guelph on for Delaware. And Guelph gets this out of his own end. Crane gave it away to Mahoney at center. Oh, Guelph was offside. Timing issue on that Delaware zone entry. The face-off comes just in front of us with 8:55 to go in the first period of a scoreless hockey game. Guido and Szabo in front of us. Delaware gaining control. Gibbons to Goose. Long shot. Made it on target from center red. Burgess with the save. Rebound controlled and caromed up the far side by Szabo, given away momentarily to Goose. Corey Szabo working behind his own net. Under heavy forechecking pressure, that foreboding presence of Noah Goose staring Szabo right in the face. He struggled to make a breakout pass, and the Hens ultimately recover. Here's Guido marching back and up the left wing boards. Burgess flashing the leather with 8 minutes and 17 seconds to go in period number one. We're going to take another look at that one on the 412 Communications Instant Replay. Good pressure from Goose to force an errant breakout pass. In came the Hens' second line, barreling up the left wing boards was Guido. Hard shot, but a Callum Burgess glove save keeps this hockey game 0-0. We are 12 minutes in. McKinnon leaves this to Tetreault. Up the right wing boards, it is chipped off the glass and out, but volleyed back in from neutral ice by Zach Bell for Rhode Island. Delayed offside situation gave Delaware nearly a free pass to work back through neutral ice. Canizette back in his own zone, recovers, diagonal advancing pass bobbled by Cordero. Lockwood holding the zone at the near side, slams the puck deep. It is recovered by Chance DeBolt. Played to Burke up the right wing boards. And another penalty against the Hens coming with 7:27 to go in period number 1. Looked to be a slashing call on Chance DeBolt. As the Hens head to their second Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the afternoon. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 25, Chance DeBolt. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes, 33 seconds in the first period. DeBolt, 2 for slashing at 12:33. "16 seconds gone on the DeBolt slashing minor. Infanger in for the attacking zone draw for the shorthanded Blue Hens. Burke and Goose holding the points. Early completing this quartet of Hen penalty killers is Jonathan Shaw. Will start up end-to-end from behind the Rhode Island goal. Mulhern to Bell. Up the right side. Cross-ice feed after gaining his own blue line to captain Jonathan Shaw. He plays a hard carom shot in behind the Delaware goal after gaining center red. And trying to muscle this back free was Early, who got tied up with a Rhode Island attacker. Early could not push the puck clear. Shaw held center point. Mulhern working the far half wall. 6.5 to go in the first period. Early nearly tipped that cross-ice pass out of the zone, but the Rams hold possession and position. Shane Mulhern again looking for a lane from the top of the slot. Shot was well wide, ricocheting off the backboards. This kick back to Bell at the right point. Bell tries to walk his way into the dot. Centering pass to Tro, double teamed. Right between the train tracks. Shaw follow-up chance. And on the doorstep to Tro, could not finish. 6 minutes to go in opening period play. 30 seconds remaining on the DeBolt slashing minor. Bell foils that Delaware clearing attempt up the near boards. He walks in, flubbed the shot from 20 feet. This is backhanded as far as the blue line by Mahoney. Shaw crossing over center point, held territory. Puck rolls loose in front of the Delaware bench. Luke Doshin, the Coloradan, got to it, and he swats this clear as he heads off for a change. And the DeBolt penalty has reached its expiration. So the Hens 2 for 2 on the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. We're down to the final 5:22 of the opening period from Revolution Ice Center in Pittston, Pennsylvania. Still scoreless between Delaware and Rhode Island in this first of 2 ESCHL semifinal matches on tap today. Straubinger to Rodriguez. Touch pass to Guelph. One-on-one. Guelph and Judge. Shot! Score! The Storm strikes. Justin Guelph pots his 18th. And the Delaware Blue Hens draw first blood at Revolution. Here we see it again on the 412 Communications Instant Replay. Touch pass from Rodriguez led to Justin Guelph. Cutting to the front of the Rhode Island net. 14:56 into the first period. The Delaware Blue Hens take the lead. Delaware goal, his 18th of the season. Scored by number 21, Justin Guelph. Assisted by number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. And number 36, Tanner Mahoney. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 56 seconds in the first period. Guelph's 18th, from Rodriguez and Mahoney at 14:56. Throw-in looking for the equalizer from the point. His shot was blocked wide. This comes net front. Cam Sear couldn't jam it in on the welcome mat. Throw-in to Sear. Flipped in off his backhand under pressure from former teammate Cam Gibbons. That shot goes wide. Emerging with the puck is Cody Diaz. He walks this out of his own zone. He nearly gained the center line before flipping that puck in. A note on the lines people here today, Sam Chauvin and Patrick Schubert, they both call their icings tight, so a couple feet of leeway, just shy of red, not going to happen. You've got to be sure on your positioning of release to avoid icing with these lines people. Tim Crane got one on net, barreling back into the Delaware zone. Snellenberg up with save number 7, and the Hens recover. Louis-Mathieu Ruel tips this ahead to Infanger. Up the left wing boards, he comes into the Rhode Island zone. Ruel, the recipient of the pass to the top of the zone, was intercepted by Bell. Race back for the puck deep in the Delaware end. It is steadied by Goose for Panapresso. Ruel launches this up ice. Lowe picks up the puck just above the blue line. Shot from 40 feet. Was stick checked by Gold. Loose puck corralled by Bell. Here's Zach Bell up the middle, trying to catch the Hens in the midst of a change to Tro. Throws one in. Andrew Lowe clogging the slot. Backhands the puck up, but not out. Thrown in by Gold once again, as Snellenberg comes up with a pair of rapid-fire saves to bring us to the final 2:40 of the first period, and his Delaware Blue Hens leading the Rhode Island Rams 1-0 in this semifinal matchup. Guido all alone, 1-on-4. Shot from the top of the left circle. Kicked aside neatly by Burgess. Straubinger engages Lockwood, forces the turnover on the failed clear. Guido launches this in from distance. Doshin got stick on puck, got his own rebound off a wide shot. 4! This one up over the glass and out of play with 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in Claymont, Delaware. Not far from the University of Delaware's Fred Rust Arena and Premier Orthopedics Iceworks. Could cater your next group event, offering pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware. Open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Mahoney tried to feed Rodriguez a drop pass in the high slot, but it was ultimately broken up, and Cordero walked his way back as far as the Delaware blue line before bobbling the puck. Final 100 seconds of the opening period. Hens 1, Rhode Island 0. Delaware's big guns on now, trying to extend this advantage before the intermission. Rodriguez, snapshot from the near half wall off the Guelph feed, was on target, but Burgess had the answer for save number 8. Cameron Sear works this up the right wing boards out of his own zone. He tried to feed to Canizette, cutting toward the blue line. The pass just off its intended target. Recovered by the Hens and Brady Burke. Rodriguez gains center before letting this go deep into the Rhode Island zone. Burke double teamed by Shaw and Sear. Couldn't wrap around. He walked in. Up the line. Burgess hangs on for the save. And we've got a pause in play with 64 seconds. Make it 65 seconds to go here in the first frame from Revolution. Face off right in front of us. Bringing us to the final minute of the first period. Diaz from Burke taking a check from Hall. Darlington, Sear off the drop pass. Shot was stick checked off its line from 40 feet. Race for the rebound, ends up behind the Delaware goal. Burke engaged with Darlington, could not clear. Burke again, bobbled the puck. His time and space ran out as Aiden Darlington swarms him. Owen Hall tried to throw one in from the goal line, extended, didn't have the angle he needed. Diaz corrals the puck. This is worked up ice, but it will come all the way back. An icing signaled with 18 and 1/5 seconds to go. In opening period action, Delaware pinned in their own zone for this face-off, but they do have a tiny bit of breathing room in the form of their 1-0 lead. Top line on for Rhode Island. In comes McKinnon. For the attacking zone draw, flanked by Tetreault and Mulhern. Burke to Diaz. He lofts the puck clear. It wobbles deep into the Rhode Island zone. Burgess forced to play this. Tracy, the looming pressure right in front of them. And we're 6 seconds away from the end of the first period. Delaware will have an attacking zone faceoff. Coming to the left of Callum Burgess, one last shot for Delaware to make it a 2-0 game before the intermission. The Guelph line on. Puck is down. Final 3 seconds of play. Guelph tried to center to Rodriguez, but the horn sounds and period number 1 reaches its conclusion. At the end of 1 period, the score: Delaware Blue Hens 1, Rhode Island Rams 0. We'll be back on the 412 after the first intermission.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside the Revolution Ice Center. And there's a look at the man of the hour, the Storm, Justin Guelph, with the lone goal of a back-and-forth first period that certainly built up momentum through the final 6 minutes. Justin Guelph going top shelf for what was his 18th goal of the season. Ready for period number 2. Sammy Chauvin with the opening faceoff as Tanner Mahoney and Jake McKinnon join him at center ice. Puck is down. Off we go. In second period play. In his first of 2 ESCHL semifinal matchups from the Revolution Ice Center. Here's Mulhern working up the left wing boards. 2-on-2. Cross ice pass to Tro. Sticked offline by the back checking Riley Donor. This after the Hens mounted a mild flurry to kick off the second period. If you're just joining us here on the 412, we're going to stay with the play as Mahoney opens fire from 35 feet. If you're just joining us, Delaware in their home whites moving left to right from our vantage point. Rhode Island, their away blues, moving right to left in second period play with the long change in effect. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications broadcast box. And the quartet in stripes, John Santos and Carmine Vetrano, the referees. Pat Schubert and Sam Chauvin, the lines people. For our first of 2 semifinals today. Burgess studied the puck behind his own goal. Canizet could not clear. Lowe swarmed him and recovered the puck for the Hens. He throws it off the corner boards. Guido couldn't reel it in. Zach Bell tried to flip this up ice. Blocked down by Straubinger. Taken away from him by Canizet, who gained center red before letting this one go deep into the Delaware zone. Goose steadied. Here's Guido building up speed up the left wing dots. That man pass did not make it to Lowe. Guido chases this down to negate the icing. Doshin gives it away to Judge. Unable to reel it back in. The puck bounced over the stick of Luke Doshin and ultimately is cleared by Cam Sear. Icing waved off. Pat Schubert saying Goose could play that with ordinary effort a good 20 feet before the goal line. Emphatic washout by Schubert. And here come the Hens. Back up ice the old-fashioned way. We're 2 minutes in to the second period. Guido's chance for a second Delaware goal. Rang off the far post behind Burgess. Here's Diaz protecting the left point. He steers the puck behind Sear. It caroms below the goal. Judge played the body on Doshin. Darlington's got him tied up. Now it's a two-a-side scrum. Darlington works the puck free. Panapresso offering good support for the Hens. Tried to flip it in toward the net, but Darlington took it away. It was cleared by Hall, recovered by Tracy, but he's outnumbered on his way back in over the Rhode Island line. So a dump and chase. Tracy dumping the puck behind the net. Chance to bolt. Could not maintain in the far corner. Donor protecting the point. Puck thrown in from distance. We near the 3-minute mark of the second period. Delaware with a 1-0 lead, and Brady Burke with a shot from the right point. Steered wide by Burgess. One-on-one coming the other way. Owen Hall snapshot from 35 feet. Stolen from astern by DeBolt. Here he comes back in up the right wing boards. Drop pass to Diaz after gaining the zone. This played across to Brady Burke. At the far half wall, he tried to backhand it toward Chance DeBolt. That puck taken away by Jack Drowan. Behind the plate, Tracy slow to get back on his feet after taking a hit in the far corner boards. This is going to come back an icing. with 3 minutes and 20 seconds elapsed. Here in the second period, Hens with a 1-0 advantage, but they're pinned to their own zone after being guilty of an icing. The Diaz line forced to stay on. Corey Szabo in for the Rhode Island Rams. Diaz cautioned. Puck is down and play resumes. Interference signaled by Carmine Vetrano. And 3 minutes and 23 seconds into the second period. The Blue Hens will head to their first Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play. Learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings to promote health and wellness for athletes of all ages and abilities. Visit desportsmed.com. The Rhode Island penalty was assessed to number 2, Tim Crane. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes, 23 seconds in the second period. Crane, 2 for interference at 3:23. We've got a scoring update on the Delaware goal as well. We'll pass that along to you at the next break in action. Working in close, Mahoney couldn't jam the puck in off the headman feed from Guelph. Scoring update on the Delaware goal in the first period. The goal scored by number 21, Justin Guelph, was assisted by number 22, Ryan Rodriguez, and number 18, Riley Donor. So the Delaware goal now reads Guelph from Rodriguez and Donor. That goal at 14:56 in the first period. Justin Guelph, cross-ice pass to Rodriguez. Big guns on at the midpoint of this first Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Hens. Rodriguez tried to skip it across to Guelph. Puck ricocheted off the far boards, corralled by Diaz. Here's Donor. Looked like he was going to try to snap one in from distance. Rodriguez on the doorstep, shoots and scores! Scratch my back with a hacksaw, Roy Rogers Rodriguez strikes on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play, and it's a 2-0 hockey game. Seeing this again, Donor to Guelph, Rodriguez net front. Comes up with his 30th goal of the year. Delaware goal, his 30th of the season. Scored by number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. Assisted by number 21, Justin Guelph. And number 18, Riley Donor. Time of the power play goal, 4 minutes, 31 seconds in the second period. Rodriguez's 30th from Guelph and Donor at 4:31, a power play goal. So Delaware taking advantage of the extra man, doubling up on the Rams. Now 5 minutes into the second period. Hens keep pouring it on. Here's Louis-Mathieu Ruel. Blew a tire behind the net, gave the puck away. Goose holds the point off that failed clearing attempt. Second time works out for Lacazzi to work this to Darlington. 2-on-1, Snellenberg smothers the puck, and play is whistled to a halt. Best chance so far for the Rhode Island Rams as Lacazzi generates a 2-on-1. Make it a 3-on-1. Darlington trying to feed to Sear net front. But Snellenberg taking care of business. 5:16 into the second period. Guido and Szabo contest the face-off to restart play to the right of Jacob Snellenberg, who's a perfect 11 for 11 to this point of the contest. Gibbons pushes the puck up the far boards. Doshin could not clear. Gaudioso protecting. Chase Gaudioso confronted by Doshin as he trailed to the far half wall. Drowan holds the point. He launches the puck off the near corner boards. This rolls out to neutral ice where Andrew Lowe recovers, and he advances it to Doshin. Shot from in close. Kicked aside by Callum Burgess for save number 14 on 16 total shots. Again, it's a 2-0 hockey game after that power play tally from Ryan Rodriguez. Shaw managed to find Szabo through traffic, but Corey Szabo, outnumbered upon gaining the Delaware blue line, gave the puck away to Straubinger. Szabo tags up. Crane flips the puck in from 5 feet over the line. And with the onside entry, Rhode Island able to get a legal change in as the Hens come marching back the other way. Just beyond 6 gone in the second period. Delaware 2, Rhode Island 0, with the winner advancing to tomorrow's ESCHL championship game. The final one in the 23-year history of this conference. McKinnon to Mulhern in the slot, but that 3-on-2 disintegrated 20 feet from the net. Tommy Tracy cleared. Recovering at center was Shane Mulhern for Rhode Island. Mulhern pulls back into his own zone, flipping the puck to Zach Gold. Across it comes to Bell. Zach Bell weaving through traffic, slowed up by a Brady Burke poke check at the top of the near circle. Here come the Hens the other way, Cody Diaz. Letting the puck go deep into the Rhode Island end. It was recovered by Cam Sear and now carried by Canizet up the left wing boards. Drop pass. Ended up on the stick of Ethan Cordero. He couldn't generate anything. Here's a 2-on-2 for the Hens the other way. Chance to Bolt walking in. Could not set up Mahoney, crashing the net. Ronan Judge clogging up the slot and steering Mahoney out of the danger zone. 12:20 to go here in the second period. Canizet could not get past Rodriguez in neutral ice. Cordero flips the puck the rest of the way behind the Delaware goal. Luke Panapresso back to recover. And here come the Hens once again. Tanner Mahoney shot. Blocked in close and subsequently cleared but held in. Guelph, Goose off the far boards. Rodriguez could not set up Guelph in the mid slot. Goose protecting. The touch pass from Guelph at the far dot. Could not find Ryan Rodriguez working down low. This is caromed in deep by Goose. Hens trying to generate a more concerted attack, but a solid Rhode Island back check did their part to take away any cross-slot passes and keep the Hens out of the Royal Road. This shot from Sear rang off the crossbar, over the glass and out of play with 11:22 to go in period number 2. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important. And Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. They come right to your driveway. They use high-pressure hot water jets that kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria that accumulate in your cans. It only takes a few minutes. And the health benefits to your home and family, certainly worth the investment. Schedule that first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Keller leaves this to Straubinger behind the Delaware goal. Shane Straubinger, high saucer pass. Blocked down by Early's shoulder. In came Infanger to pick up the loose puck, but a Jack Drowan stick slowed him up at the tops of the circles. Darlington recovers for Rhode Island. He throws this off the near boards. Unable to walk free was Hall. Jonathan Shaw, pressured by Ruel. Carries the puck as far as his own blue line before flipping it to Drowan near side. He and Infanger collide approaching center, but Drowan finds Darlington on the pass up the left wing wall. Play halted by John Sandos as the net came off. behind Jacob Snellenberg. As we get a look at Snellenberg's office with 10 minutes and 36 seconds to go in second period play. Net reset by linesperson Sammy Chauvin. The fourth line centers meet to Snellenberg's right to restart play. Infanger waved out. Or so he thought. Infanger remains in the face-off circle despite being cautioned. Defensive zone face-off and a no-change stoppage results in a caution but not a removal. A second caution results in a delay of game penalty. This puck goes up over the glass and out with 10:16 to go in the second period. This is going to stay in the Delaware zone. But the face-off migrates 44 feet away from us to the left of Jacob Snellenberg, who has stopped all 12 Rhode Island shots he's seen to this point in the game. To Tro and Guido. Tro trying to get an angle on the face-off, but being warned by linesperson Patrick Schubert to keep those shoulders square. Ultimately the Hens, thanks to Dominic Guido's win of the circle, pushing forward up ice, back into Rhode Island territory, but unable to make anything meaningful happen from there as we pass halfway in this 2-0 hockey game. Hens controlling the face-off dot pretty handily through the first 30 minutes. For the first 20, Hens had won 16 of 22. Andrew Lowe from the right dot. Shot denied by Burgess, nobody home for the rebound. And the whistle of Carmine Vetrano sounds interference called against the Rams. With just over half the period complete. Who's it going to be? Ronan Judge. Off for interference. And the Blue Hens are back on the Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play. Head to desportsmed.com to learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings to promote health and wellness among athletes of all ages and abilities. False start off the draw. The Rhode Island penalty was assessed to number 23, Ronan Judge. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 29 seconds in the second period. Judge, 2 for interference at 10:29. Guelph looking for a second goal. Cut to the top of the slot, long shot held on to by Burgess for a break in the action. Faceoff's now going to come to the near dot. 9:17 to go in second period play. Diaz awaiting his adversary. In came McKinnon. The Hens hold off that failed clear from behind the net. Donor to Guelph to Rodriguez. He picks his corner, and it's a 3-0 game. A pair of power play goals for Ryan Rodriguez. He smoked Burgess like a bad cigar, and the Hens get a little more breathing room. Another look at it. Donor from the point to Guelph. Rodriguez. Stutter step at the right dot. and a carbon copy of what we saw 6 minutes and 23 seconds prior. As the Hens strike again on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play to make this a 3-0 contest. Delaware goal, his 31st of the season and second of the game. Scored by number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. Assisted by number 21, Justin Guelph, and number 18, Riley Donor. Time of the power play goal, 10 minutes, 54 seconds in the second period. Rodriguez's 31st, second of the game. From Guelph and Donor at 10:54, a power play goal. Last 8 in the second period. Delaware absolutely finding their groove. Power play unit combining for a pair of goals. And the same trio of Delaware players accounting for the even strength tally to get things started with 5:04 remaining in the first. Lacazzi to Hall. Pass ahead toward Darlington was off its line. Keller turns play back the other direction. Tommy Tracy lobs this in up the right wing boards. Chased down by Infanger at the center of a two-a-side scrum for the puck. It came back to Jack Keller. His shot from high in the zone caught and held by Callum Burgess for a pause with 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go in second period play. The Blue Hens with an attacking zone draw coming up at a 3-0 lead to preserve. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Learn more at 412communications.com. Right off the draw, Gaudioso heads off for interference. And the Blue Hens, right where they like to be, 2 for 2 on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Can they make it a third? Mahoney in for the draw, flanked by Diaz and Guelph. Rodriguez and Donor up high. Here's Justin Guelph to Donor. He launches the puck into traffic. It is blocked and cleared by Shane Mulhern. The Rhode Island penalty was assessed to number 16, Chase Gaudioso. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes, 50 seconds in the second period. Gaudioso, 2 for interference at 12:50. Diaz leaves this puck to Justin Guelph, who marches in up the right side. He's kept pinned to the wall by Canizet. Cycle to Mahoney. It rolls behind the net. Jack Trowan gains the puck, and he rifles it clear up the far boards. 6:20 to go in the second period of a 3-0 game. Delaware looking to secure a date in tomorrow's ESCHL postseason tournament championship game. This after they already clinched an auto bid to the ACHA National Championships in St. Louis beginning next week. Final 6 minutes of the second period, 45 seconds to go on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Second unit on Shane Straubinger. Opens fire from center point, and Callum Burgess up with the glove save. Keeps it 3-0. Another look coming our way. Here's Straubinger stepping up from 45. Tried to go glove side on Burgess. But the San Diegan flashes the leather. to bring play to a halt, and his Rhode Island Rams clear off the following faceoff. 5:33 to go in the second period. And Shane Straubinger leads the rush back up ice for the Hens. Cross ice feed, Guido lost control of the puck at the half wall. Is thrown back to center, now advanced to Darlington from Bell rather. The shot from distance was wide. Cam Sears steps up. He protects the zone. Final seconds of the Gaudioso penalty tick away. And the Rams get away unscathed from their third penalty kill of the afternoon. Final 5 of the second period. Puck out of play. Brings us to a pause in action. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these gentlemen or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Learn more at desportsmed.com. The first entry was not offside because the puck was played in off a Rhode Island stick. The second, however, was. And we're going to watch this at half speed. Here it's cleared. We just had separation over what then became the determining edge of the line. So ultimately an offside infraction will set up a neutral zone faceoff in front of the Delaware bench with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second period. Delaware with a 3-0 advantage. In a bit of a holding pattern here. Sammy Chauvin being attended to at the Delaware bench area by athletic training staff. Did he sustain a cut or what was the case? We're not entirely sure. But going back to that onside then offside, here the puck is played in the first time by a Rhode Island stick. So all good there. And then the second go around, it was in off the Delaware stick and played further by Infanger, resulting in the stoppage for offside. 4.5 to go in the second period. Gibbons holding the left point. He tried to work the puck in deep. It was blocked by Matt Tetreault. Keller holding his own line. To Ruel. Infanger angled into the far glass by Ronan Judge. They scrap for the puck. Infanger lost his stick. He heads off to the bench. Judge leaves this near side to Lacazzi, who pulls back behind his own goal. Michael Lacazzi pressured by Tracy. D pass to Judge. He skies one up into neutral ice. It's gloved down by Diaz, who had his feet taken out from under him by Lockwood, but play continues on unabated. Diaz net front. Tried to connect at the edge of the crease. Burgess up with the stop. He's got 21 on 24 so far. But Jacob Snellenberg's been perfect 178 feet away, stopping all 14 Rhode Island shots he's faced. He's only seen 4 here in the second period. 3.5 to go. Tracy from the right dot trying to pick his corner. He was wide off the release. Puck ricocheted off the backboards. Tracy's got it again. Diaz holding off to after the pass intended for Burke was blocked offline. Here's Diaz again off the feed from DeBolt. Thrown off the near wall. Burke bobbles at the point, but he just held the zone, said linesperson Patrick Schubert. This taken away and driven back up the left wing boards by Ethan Cordero into the Delaware zone, but Burke had time and space to recover. He flips the puck up ice. Icing waved off. Lacazzi ruled able to play that puck, and this is caromed off the near glass all the way back into the Delaware zone once again. We're in the antepenultimate minute of the second period from the Revolution Ice Center in this first of two ESCHL semifinal matchups. Hens 3, Rams 0. Mahoney looking for a fourth, leads a 2-on-2. He's steered behind the net by Drowan. Centering pass off the failed wraparound. Didn't connect. Keller protecting for Delaware. Around this comes Stigwell from behind the cage. Straubinger flips this in off the backboards to the right of Burgess. Rams recover, and Canizet works this clear after Drowan corralled the puck. Give and go up the left wall. Jack Drowan met by Jack Keller. They contest the puck in the near corner of the Rhode Island zone. We're down to the final 2 minutes of the second period. Hens 3, Rams 0. In the second period, totally dominated by Delaware, out shooting Rhode Island 14-4. That chance from in close amid a congested low slot sailed well wide. Gold could not hold the point. Rodriguez advanced the puck from blue line to blue line. Guelph was offside. Didn't have possession and control of the puck over the blue line, so he lets it lay, and back come the Rams on the offensive into the final 90 seconds of the second period with a fresh set of Delaware skaters on. Doshin strips the puck from Gold, races on. Andrew Lowe one-on-one with Darlington. Shot! Glove saved by Burgess, and he freezes for the pause. Just over a minute to go in second period action. Callum Burgess coming up big in this moment, but penalty trouble has spelled overall trouble for Rhode Island, as 2 of Delaware's 3 goals have come with the man advantage. Final 70 here in the second period. Panapresso working the point. This taken away by Zach Bell. He carries the puck through traffic, hounded by Guido through neutral territory, and ultimately stood up at the Delaware blue line. We've entered the final minute of the second period. Hens 3, Rams 0. The one-timer from Lockwood off the feed across from Mulhern was off its target. Doshin clears. This launched back in by Mulhern from 5 feet over the line. Early, recovering for Delaware behind the net, Panapresso advances the puck to Alex Infanger. In he comes, Hens barely onside. Doshin had skate contact right as the puck crossed. Doshin double team to the far corner, taking us down to the final 20 seconds of the second period. Infanger trying to protect. He is stripped of the puck by Corey Szabo. Szabo on his horse, slowed up by Ruel, who tips the puck over the boards and out. 13 1/5 seconds left in the second period. And an attacking zone draw coming up for the Hens. Thought it was Ruel who tipped that puck out of play, but it's ruled off a Rhode Island stick and comes back to the right of Callum Burgess. Darlington and Infanger, the combatants over the dot. Puck down, likely the final wave of activity here in the second period. Infanger could not control the puck behind the net. Early unable to make anything happen. Last-ditch effort at a fourth goal was blocked from an awkward angle, and that does it for period number 2 as the buzzer sounds. The score at the end of 40 minutes. Delaware Blue Hens 3, Rhode Island Rams 0. We'll be back on the 412 after the second
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back to the ESCHL postseason tournament on the 412. And that man right there, Ryan Rodriguez, provided the firepower in the second period for Delaware with a pair of Delaware Sports Medicine power play goals. This one off a rebound of a Justin Guelph shot, 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Into the second period, 6 1/3 minutes later. Rodriguez stepping up to the dot on a cross slot feed from Justin Guelph, making this a 3-0 game. 2 power play tallies for the man they call Roy Rogers. And period number 3 about to get underway from the Revolution Ice Center. McKinnon and Mahoney ready to go, and we're off in third period action from Revolution. Delaware and their home whites moving right to left in third period play. Rhode Island in their away blues, white numbers on the back and sleeves, navy blue helmets and pants, moving left to right from our vantage point. 12 seconds gone on that initial exchange. Face off the failed clear coming to the right of Jacob Snellenberg, who stopped all 14 Rhode Island shots he's faced, make it 15 as he denies Drowan from the top of the zone. Hens' counterattack was led by Rodriguez. He leaves the puck for Mahoney in the near corner. He's trying to play it back to the point, but Keller trails back to his own blue line to recover. Mahoney bodied into the half boards, leaves the puck back to Straubinger after preserving control of it for the Blue Hens. That's Straubinger's shot is turned aside by Callum Burgess, and out Jack Drowan pulls behind his own goal. A minute gone in third period play. Kevin Canizet races up the left side. Lost the puck as he's outnumbered by Blue Hens upon gaining their zone. Jack Keller recovering. Lockwood took it away from Lowe and kept play in deep. Lockwood backhand shot intercepted by Dominic Guido, doing well to clog up the slot. This is Shane Straubinger corralling the loose puck. He launches this off ice. Lowe won the race to the goal line. And he takes a heavy hit in the far boards from Zach Gold. Delayed penalty coming up. It will be against Rhode Island. No. How often do you see that? We're going to watch it again right now. Lowe takes the body. That's an own goal. That is an own goal, and that is a good goal from all we can surmise upstairs. We're going to see it again right now. But the penalty needs to be accounted for yet. So we're going to watch this again right now. There was the own goal. And Gold was ruled off for boarding. Also at 1:30, so a Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Awaiting the Blue Hens off that own goal. It looks like it's going to go to Burgess. We're going to get confirmation from downstairs. Donor, slap shot Rodriguez, the one-timer. was wide. Here's what we've got from downstairs. Rhode Island goal awarded to number 31, Callum Burgess, his first of the season. Time of the goal, 1 minute 30 seconds in the third period. Burgess credited with the goal at 1 minute 30 seconds in the third period. The the Rhode Island penalty was assessed to number 18, Zach Gold, 2 minutes for boarding. Time of the penalty, 1 minute, 30 seconds in the third period. Gold, 2 for boarding at 1:30. An absolute oddity. I don't think I've ever seen that in 9 years of covering hockey. And the officials on the other side of the press box shaking their heads just the same. AHL linesperson Richie Jondo, I don't think he's seen that. And he's been in this game at some of the highest levels. Guido back behind his own net, 5 seconds left on the gold penalty. Doshin to Panapresso. This taken away at center by Owen Hall. He's outnumbered by Blue Hens on his way back into Delaware territory. Sear could not work the puck toward the cage from the corner. Again, I don't think I've seen anything like that ever. As the trio of officials gathering on the other side all just collectively shrug their shoulders. This was tipped by the tandem of Early and Judge converging on the puck deep into the Rhode Island zone. Sky-high clearing attempt, gloved down by Donor. Judge controls it in the near corner of his own zone. He played a hard carom shot up the far side and out. Thrown back in by Burke from just ahead of center. This recovered by Rhode Island's Colin Beisel. Gaudioso walking in together with Szabo. Shot from the far half wall. Sticked away by Snellenberg for save number 16. Here come the Hens back the other direction. The Justin Guelph shot. Bothered by the back-checking Tim Crane. It was off its intended mark. Here comes Szabo back in for Rhode Island. Gaudioso took aim from 35 feet. His shot was blocked. Loose puck corralled by Ryan Rodriguez. Worked behind the net to the far side where Tetreault tries to muscle his way through. Tetreault walking in toward the cage, stripped of the puck by Ryan Rodriguez. And here's Guelph back in up the right wing boards. He lost the time to generate a 2-on-2. That Rhode Island back check catching up. Guelph with 1-2 shots. And Burgess freezes for a pause in play. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664. That's LONG, or visit injuryde.com. 14:44 to go in third period play. Hens forced to tag up after the Rams cleared their zone. Delayed offside was in effect momentarily. Mulhern leaves this across to Bell. Sure to gain the center line. No, he didn't gain the center line. This is going to come back and icing. We said at the top of the show that Sam Chauvin and Patrick Schubert are known to stay tight on that red line for adjudicating icings, but also a factor, the net behind Callum Burgess was off its moorings. Is this going to be a last play face-off as a result? I thought icing from up here. But again, that goal was off its moorings. Does that take precedence and we've got a last play face-off? That's beyond my pay grade. In any case, Face-off ends up to the right of Snellenberg, back in the Delaware zone with 5.5 gone in the third period. And the Blue Hens with a 3-1 lead after the own goal on the delayed penalty situation, 90 seconds into this closing frame of regulation. Tracy leaves this across to DeBolt. He throws the puck in from distance. Diaz couldn't reel it in. And the glove hand of Callum Burgess freezes the vulcanized rubber with 14 minutes and change to go in the third period of a 3-1 hockey game. Face-off comes to Burgess's left. Third line on for both sides. Darlington could not clear the goose shot from distance. Covered up again by Callum Burgess. So 5 seconds tick off the clock, and we're right back where we began. Dominic Guido in for the Blue Hens, second line, taking the place of the third. And Guido couldn't reel in the puck after it was played in behind the net. It's corralled by Judge, pressured by Doshin, thrown up the right wing boards, held in neutral ice by Luke Panapresso. This taken away by Aiden Darlington, but he was bothered just above the line by the Coloradan Luke Doshin. Goose recovers for Delaware. Across to Panapresso, he plays this, and Panapresso throws this in up the left wing boards. No icing to contend with. Michael Lacazzi from behind the Rhode Island goal. Leaves this to Hall. Chipped up ice, recovered by the other 26, Luke Panapresso, straddling the center line. He gets one away from distance on net. Burgess with the stick save, and back come the Rams as far as center. Before recovering for Delaware, Alex Infanger launches the puck back in off the backboards behind Callum Burgess, who has stopped 29 of 32 shots. This chance from Donor from center point, skittered just wide. Ruel protecting the rebound early, tried to set up Infanger on the welcome mat to no avail. The puck bounced over his stick. Early again, double teamed below the net. Infanger could not maintain control after Darlington recovered the puck briefly for Rhode Island. This is cleared by Gaudioso, thrown diagonally across neutral ice. Donor picks it up. He marches back in up the left wing boards. Shot from the half wall, sticked away by Burgess. On the doorstep, Guelph shoots and scores! Justin Guelph making this a 4-1 hockey game as he pots his second of the afternoon and 19th of the year. It starts with Donor, again up the left wing boards. After the rebound ends up in the corner, Donor centers the puck to Justin Guelph, who's made this a 4-1 hockey game. How about this? Riley Donor with an assist on all 4 Delaware goals. Delaware goal, his 19th of the season and second of the game. Scored by number 21, Justin Guelph. Assisted by number 18, Riley Donor, and number 4, Alex Infanger. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 25 seconds in the third period. Guelph's 19th, second of the game from Donor and Infanger at 7:25. 11:50 remaining in third period play. Hens extend their lead back to 3. Cordero and Mahoney meeting for the defensive zone face-off from Delaware's perspective. They've outshot Rhode Island by a ratio of 2-1. Just beyond 8 minutes, crashing the net was Canizet, but he couldn't jam the puck in against Snellenberg. Rodriguez gains center. He launches the puck in behind the Rhode Island goal, and the Hens get some fresh legs on. Jack Drowan kicks this across neutral ice. Goose patrolling the Delaware blue line, keeping play in neutral territory. This puck is tied up right in front of the Rhode Island penalty box. Goose's former Team Maryland teammate in the AHL, Tommy Tracy, at the center of that two-a-side scrum. Shaw intercepts the pass out of Delaware territory intended for Tracy, and it comes back on the stick of Chance DeBolt. Puck rolls back over the Delaware line. Goose flips this up the far side, and this will come back an icing. With 11 minutes to go in the third period, Delaware with a 4-1 lead over the Rhode Island Rams. And a good bit closer to punching a ticket to tomorrow's ESCHL postseason tournament championship game. Again, the final in the 23-year existence of the conference. Hall to Darlington, up to the point, and Beisel. This thrown in from distance, and Snellenberg holds for the save. 10:46 to go in this 4-1 hockey game. Face-off migrates 44 feet to the far circle after the Snellenberg stop. The Owen Hall combination remaining on for the Rhode Island Rams, but this face-off goes Guido's way. And here come the Hens back on the offensive. Nope, another icing with 10 minutes and 39 seconds remaining. Coming up next, the Syracuse Orange and the Stony Brook Seawolves will meet to determine who plays the winner of this game tomorrow in a high noon showdown for all the Eastern States marbles. Again, you can watch it right here on the 412. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe both at 412 Comms and DE Hockey Network. .412 Comms on Facebook, X, and Instagram. DE Hockey Network as well, if you've yet to do so. Clock recalibrated with 10.5 minutes to go in third period action. Rams camping out in the Delaware zone, trying to erase a 3-goal deficit, but the centering pass evades the reach of Corey Szabo. They came from Crane in the corner, and here's Andrew Lowe setting up Guido. He shoots and scores, and Callum Burgess just lost his liquor license. The Delaware Blue Hens, thanks to Dominic Guido's 19th of the season, go up 5-1. This begins again in the Delaware zone with Andrew Lowe walking up the right wing boards, centering pass to Guido, and a slapper past Burgess, making this a 5-1 hockey game. Delaware goal, his 19th of the season, scored by number 38, Dominic Guido. Assisted by number 17, Andrew Lowe, and number 12, Shane Straubinger. Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 50 seconds in the third period. Guido's 19th from Lowe and Straubinger at 9:50. This will come back into the Delaware zone again, just past halfway in the third period. Absolute domination from the Blue Hens. While they struggled early in the season, they've absolutely picked up momentum through the second half, and they're poised to return to the Gateway City in less than a week's time for their second consecutive ACHA National Championships appearance. Infanger crashing the net. It was knocked off its moorings from behind Callum Burgess. And the faceoff will stay inside with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go in regulation. Mahoney and Cordero took the draw to the right of Callum Burgess, who to his credit has stopped 30 of 35 Delaware shots after saving 25 of 28 yesterday in victory against the University of Pittsburgh. One upset for the Rhode Island Rams, but is a second too much to ask? Frozen puck under the glove of Callum Burgess, leading to a face-off again in the Rhode Island zone with 9:05 to go. Mahoney meeting this time with Aiden Darlington. This puck is pushed by Judge as far as center. Unable to get a stick on it was Cameron Sear. This is walked in by Ronan Judge. Up the right wing boards, but he's steered to the near corner by the defensive pressure of Ryan Rodriguez. Good back check from Delaware's leading scorer. He's potted 31 goals this season, and he's proving his worth on the defensive side of the puck too, keeping Rhode Island pinned to the perimeter of the Delaware zone. 8.5 minutes to go. Darlington volleyed the puck back to the Delaware blue line, where Donor recovers and plays it across to Brady Burke. It's thrown up the middle, tipped by Mahoney, who had that center red line gained. It's chased down by Chance DeBolt. Thrown into the slot. Diaz trying to connect from distance. Here's Brady Burke with a chance after the Callum Burgess save, but that shot was just awry. Final 8 minutes for the Rams season, unless they can make up 4. This is lofted in by Zach Bell, amid a delayed offside. Hens will change, so too at least in part the Rams. Mulhern slowed up at the half boards by Donor. Puck ends up in the far corner, controlled by Chance DeBolt, but he's swarmed by McKinnon. This left back behind the goal where Brady Burke plays it on up the right wing boards toward Diaz. Launched in from in front of the Rhode Island bench and turned back the other way by Zach Bell, but this comes back an icing against the Rhode Island side with 7 minutes and 16 seconds to go in what stands a 5-1 hockey game. Advantage Blue Hens. Rhode Island clear off the D-zone draw. Keller, cross ice pass to Guido, gained the Hens line. Guido pressured by Lockwood. Was forced to retreat into his own zone to try to generate some time and space. Guido again, together with Doshin. Flips the puck diagonally into the near corner boards. Doshin out-angled for the puck by Zach Gold. Lowe joining the battle in the near corner as we come to the final 6:40 of the hockey game. Bouncing puck reeled in by Corey Zabo with the near dot of his own zone. Lockwood gains center before throwing this in. Canizet and Keller tied up in the far corner. Doshin bodied down by Lockwood. Joining the rush for the puck, and Jonathan Shaw hustles to the point to hold the zone. Jack Drowan launches the puck towards Snellenberg, who holds for the pause with 6 minutes and 19 seconds to go in this 5-1 hockey game. Snellenberg has saved 18 of 19 Rhode Island shots, and the faceoff comes to his left as we enter deep stretch of this first semifinal matchup. This is an icing with 6:08 to go. Aiden Darlington electing for a far circle face-off. Across from Trevor Early, forced to stay on for Delaware, along with line mates Alex Infanger and Louis Ruel after the icing infraction. Ruel flips this forward. Early, joined by Shaw. They were dead even in the race to the puck at the top of the slot. Shaw offering ample resistance, and here comes Darlington, working back through the middle. Touch pass from Shaw. Helped Darlington gain the zone. This is left back to Drowan off the stick of Cameron Sear. Contested puck in the high slot. Steered out of Darlington's reach by Alex Infanger. Final 5.5 minutes in regulation. Delaware 5, Rhode Island 1. And this Blue Hens 4-goal lead is looking ever surer as seconds tick off the Revolution Ice Center score clock. Rodriguez waiting for Guelph to tag up. Pressured at the blue line by both Mulhern and Judge. He turns the puck over. McKinnon couldn't clear. It was picked clean by Justin Guelph. And he comes again looking for the hat trick. He dishes it to Rodriguez, camping out net front, but the shot was blocked in low. Here's Mulhern back to center. He flips this in from distance. Snellenberg forced to play it. 4:47 to go. Hens with a 5-1 lead over the Rhode Island Rams. And to our friends from the Ocean State, we are glad to have all of you along with us on the 412, not just today, but all season long, when this Rhode Island side traveled to both Delaware and Drexel University. Final 4:12. Straubinger to Tracy. Gaining center. Tracy into a 1-on-3. Lofted the puck out of play. And this will come back to center ice with 4 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Rhode Island's going to take their timeout, and so will we. We'll be back on the 412 in just a little bit.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Think about it.
Welcome back inside the Revolution Ice Center. Rhode Island taking their timeout with 4 minutes to go. And off we go for the resumption of play. The pre-antepenultimate minute has begun, and Burgess is heading to the bench. That Rhode Island net empty, do or die time for the Rams. To Tro, McKinnon, shot, no. Gold holding and working below the cage for Rhode Island. Panapresso swarming him. Is chipped by Gold up to the near side. Bell flips it beyond the reach of Doshin. To Tro, McKinnon, Gold working up high. Bell at the near point. Down low is Szabo along with McKinnon. 3:15 to go. Rolling puck held in by Bell, thrown across ice. Andrew Lowe canceling out Matt Tetreault. Szabo gives way. Andrew Lowe failing to clear the zone, but that Aiden Darlington shot was blocked. Andrew Lowe looking for the empty net. Jonathan Shaw blocks the puck down. Doshin, the forechecking menace for Delaware, has got it trapped at the kick plate, right at the base of the Rhode Island bench. This is muscled free by Jack Drowan. 2:40 to go. As Rhode Island with an increasingly uphill battle in front of them. Szabo stutter step, centering pass. Sear could not control the puck. Hall trying to leave this in close. Darlington could not jam it in. And this is an icing against the Hens with 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in regulation and remaining likely in Rhode Island season. Face-off coming to the left of Jacob Snellenberg. Darlington and Infanger on for the draw. Puck is down, off we go. Early could not clear, Drowan held the point. Puck skitters just over the blue line. And the sextet of Ram attackers all have to tag up together. Drowan waiting. He launches this in, stick by Snellenberg. He's going to try. Early with space. Early with the empty netter. And in the words of Mike Lang, ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has just left the building. A 6th Delaware goal. All but assuring the Delaware Blue Hens a seat in tomorrow's championship game. As the early bird gets the empty netter at 18-14 in the third period, and we now stand 6-1 Delaware. Delaware goal, his 5th of the season, scored by number 8, Trevor Early. Assisted by number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. Time of the empty net goal, 18 minutes, 14 seconds in the third period. Early's 5th from Snellenberg. At 18-14, it was an empty net goal. And now down to the final 90 seconds. Burgess back in net as the last 80 seconds of this contest will be a mere formality. Centering pass came to DeBolt from Tracy. We've entered the final minute now. Cordero clears the zone off the near glass. He couldn't find Crane on the breakout. Panapresso pulls back behind his own goal, and he will wait to burn as much clock as he can. Goose to Panapresso. Here's Guido, barreling back in, taking aim at Burgess as we come to the final half minute. Guido from center, volleys this puck back to Jack Drowan. Cleared, hacked down by Cordero, just under his shoulders from over the Delaware blue line. He dumps in. Gibbons steadying behind his own net. Panapresso's going to skate this out. And the Hens advance to tomorrow's ESCHL postseason tournament championship game by virtue of a 6-1 win over Rhode Island. Today's final score, Delaware Blue Hens 6, Rhode Island Rams 1. Final shots on goal. Delaware 37, Rhode Island 21. Fans, it's time for the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Today's third star with 20 saves and an assist for the Delaware Blue Hens, number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. The number 2 star with 4 assists, number 18, Riley Donor. And the number 1 star of the game with 2 goals and 2 assists for the Delaware Blue Hens, number 21, Justin Guelph. So Delaware will again occupy the home bench tomorrow, and they will face the winner of Syracuse and Stony Brook coming up next from the Revolution Ice Center. 4-point days for Riley Donor and Justin Guelph as we take you home with a look back at both Guelph goals, and then Snellenberg's chance at a goalie goal, which got him the assist on Trevor Early's 5th of the season to put a bow on a 6-1 Delaware win over the Rhode Island Rams. Our videographer is Trey Wright. Our production assistant is the stat man, Eli Swope. For the whole crew, James Witherite signing off from the Revolution Ice Center. Delaware heading to Championship Sunday with a 6-1 win over the Rams of Rhode Island.